All right. Going live for the first time in a long time. I did not check back. Been at least a couple of months. So I guess along the way, I determined that it wasn't necessary to keep doing live streams. It doesn't do much for the channel. But I decided to see how is my sound check. There's the live sound check right there. We're all good if you heard that echo. Welcome, Filipino community live stream. Welcome, Kababayans from America and Canada. Welcome to all of you guys. So, and I know I lost a lot of followers when you're not steady live streaming. They find ways to disappear. Oh, I used to talk and talk and talk, and Filipinos would come in, among other people, English speaking people, Westerners. And the Filipino would always say, at least once every live stream, nosebleed. They speak English. But the thing is, it's based on American English, not British London English. But it's not the American accent. It's the accent that throws them off. In the Philippines, Filipinos pronounce every word in every sentence completely. And they accent the second or third syllable, usually the second. I would say rifle. They would say rifle. It's unbelievable. I would say computer. They would say computer. 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 My computer. I didn't really think too much about that. Those are just things that are there. I don't really overthink that. I overthink everything else. Regarding all the Westerners in the Philippines, they come here to do videos and podcasts, whatever they're doing. And they all have life advice for everybody. And making fun of each other. That's crazy. The only thing I ask is that you click that like button. If you're sticking around to watch, I appreciate that like button. It tells me that you're liking what I'm doing. I'm going to slowly get the feel of what I'm doing, and hopefully I'll get running with at full speed in a few moments. Oh, yeah, the streamers, whether they're doing videos or whatever it is they're doing, live stream shorts, they're always telling you some trade secret, like how to get girls, or that guy's lying about me, or that guy's retarded. One guy calling everybody retarded, and then he's using a retarded tone of voice. He's like this. He's like, okay. Someone made a comment. He doesn't have much longer to live. He showed the inside of his hotel room, right? And there's a table full of pills. He's like, what the fuck are the hell are the pills for? What is 4 years ago? My dentist was the same age as me. I found out she revealed that. And I had my major teeth worked on. How do you like the smile? Yeah. So anyway, during COVID, I couldn't go to the dentist, so my teeth started cracking and stuff like that. Some mistakes, breaking nutshells with your teeth is not a good idea, guys. I thought, oh, it's not that much pressure. Till you crack a tooth, you don't realize it. So anyway, what year was I? Oh yeah, the pills. He had like 20 bottles of pills on his table. I was like, what the hell is that for? So I was, in the couple of months I spent with my dentist having my teeth done, she goes, do you take any prescriptions? Because she's going to prescribe something. And I said, nope, nothing, not even vitamins. She said, what? Because most people come here, they're all on prescription drugs. They need to stay near, they need to find a place near a hospital. They need to have, hospital visits, doctor visits, all this stuff. It's like, what the fucking hell are you coming here for? Can't enjoy anything. A lot of guys get a condo near a beach. I'm living like a king, 5-star lifestyle here. If you were that rich, what would you be doing here? I don't know. I could be wrong too, but usually I get the sense of who's telling me the truth. It's not that hard to figure out. When you know a few specific things, the rest is easy. I have a My secret is I have a helper. It's a big secret to everybody. They don't get it. All these geniuses, these scientists, don't ever tell me to look at the science. I used to hate when people did that. It's like, why is a friggin' artist telling me to look at the science? People with art degrees don't get jobs as airport hotel controller. It doesn't happen. It's not coffee. I have a smaller coffee. I drink coffee out of a teacup. That's it's hot lemonade is what it is. Lemon and ginger. It's delicious. I thought, I don't want that. I don't want that. Hey, that's not bad. I'm adamant. I don't want something. I want coffee. I don't want ginger, lemon water, or hot water, or tea, whatever you want to call it. I want what I want. And then it's like, don't try it. You'll like it. And then I'm like, this is good. The same with the chef years ago. A young lady chef said, Jay, I got a surprise for you for lunch. You're going to love it. I found out it was peanut butter and jelly pizza. And I went, I'm not eating that. I don't want that. She goes, no, please, just take a bite. I promise you're going to love it. No, I don't want peanut butter and jelly pizza. I ate the whole thing. I ate it all. It was delicious. I couldn't believe how good that was. And I didn't even want it. Edward Black Bear. I'm looking at the small computer because that's where the camera is. So I didn't see you for a second there. Hey, you just got here. Wait, what time is it? Where's my clock? I can't see where's my clock? I get everything on automatic. It pops up and down, makes the clock disappear. I've been here for a few. 7:40. I went live early, that's why. So I didn't want to go that late. Welcome, U.S. and Canada. If you guys are here, just give me a chat. Say hello. Don't be afraid to say hello. Marvy Wagan. The Wagan family is here. That was a big thing in the when I first came to YouTube. We were with the Wagan family of all people. Jen, I forgot the name. Jen, Shirley, and Brenda, and friends. They were the Wagan family. They would take turns going live, and they helped us grow to 1,000. But they called themselves the Wagan family for some reason. That was a big thing until I told Shirley. I can't remember if I told Shirley or Jen Vida. I live across the street from the Wagan family. Yeah, we don't do that anymore. I don't know what was up with that, but it was funny. Hello, there's Marvy Wagan right there. Awesome people. So, what else do I have to talk about? The Filipino speaking accent in English. You got to get used to it. It's just like anything else. Bostonians do not understand people from Louisiana. The bayou. Living on the bayou. On Blue Bayou. They don't understand them. When I saw the water boy and you see the people in the stands talking, you couldn't understand them. I mean, it's hard. When you get used to it, you can. It's like, no, I can pick up some parts of what they're saying. It's the same with me in the Philippines too, though. When everybody's talking, I pick up parts of it, but I can't actually be in the conversation. Sometimes I say stuff, but I'm not all the way there yet. There's like thousands of words bouncing around my head. It's like a word salad. I don't want to be Kamala Harris just yet, so I keep my mouth shut. When you do that, right, people will never tell you how stupid you are until you open your mouth. part of being smart is knowing when to keep quiet. Smart people don't know everything. They just know how to stay out of deep trouble. I suppose we all die, so that's the worst day of our lives, I guess. That's what they tell me. So, good morning, Edward, everyone. They're creeping in, they're bouncing in and out, is what they're doing. So, they come in for a few seconds. No, I'm going to watch something else. I'll come back later. That's all right. I'll be here a while. We're just getting started. I keep making references back to when we did the collab because it was kind of busy, kind of big, but it was kind of every day, all the time. We would do 3 hours, then it went to 4, then we would be doing 5 hours, then it was 6 hours. Finally, we did 7, 8 hours, like nothing. And then I thought, wait a minute, I've been here almost a year now, and I don't do anything in the daytime. And I'm getting old, and I want to see daylight in the Philippines. So we wanted to go around and see waterfalls and stuff like that. So, in some of the sites. So I had to end it. And then something happened, and everyone thought, well, that's the reason they ended it. It's not. It really wasn't. So they don't want to talk to me anymore. That's okay. They don't know that. I don't want to say it in a harsh way that everyone hates me, but it's true. They took the word retard out of all the chat dictionaries. Like if you start typing, it'll pull up words that have those letters to make it easier and quicker for you to chat. But they took it out. Even if you spell out retarded, it won't show up. Good eye, Jay, Mike, and Nora. Half-witted honky worry. I'm looking at my small screen, so my eyes aren't too good. These glasses are getting weak. Why do glasses get weaker? They don't. They stay the same. Your eyes get worse. That's what the problem is. Half-witted honky hory, I think. I'll just put it up. Norma, half-witted says, good eye. Halfway from Australia. Good day, Jay, Mike, and Nora. Good day. Edward says, good morning, everyone. Marvy's here. So, and there you are right there. Okay, so enough of that. Good day, good day, good day. So, I didn't expect to bring in, too many people all at once. We'll stay live and see what happens. Sometimes when I mention, it used to be when I mentioned I was going to end it, there would be a surge in viewers. I don't know how that happened, but that's happened a few times, way back in the day. I'm drinking lemon ginger or whatever. Kind of warm. It's cooling down now, but it was hot. It's one of those hot morning beverage drinks. Where was I? We were talking about streamers making fun of other streamers, but trying to keep the lip zipped so they wouldn't be libeling anybody. It's like, what's the point? I saw a video. It popped up in my suggestion list, and I watched it, and then I realized it was like almost a year old. Some guy was arranging to go to court and sue people for libel. So I made a comment. I didn't realize the video was that old, but I made the comment anyway. That if you're fixing to sue people for libel, you're crazy. What's going to happen to them? They're in another country. It's not going to go on. I never figured out what happened with that, if he really did that. He was talking about it, but you're crazy if you're doing that. Are people making fun of you and saying stuff? It's not going to go anywhere. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, awesome! Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. So, now, it's if they dox you and they're doing stuff on screen that you can use as evidence, that's different. Or if they make threats. They make fun of, he's fat, he's not going to live long. That's not libel. You're fat, and fat people don't see 100. That's what we do know. Um, stuff like that. But if you're making threats and giving out addresses, important information, that's a little bit different. That's not libel. That is a that's a danger. So that's a different story. Norma always says, make sure everything, all the doors and gates and walls are locked up, Jay. I don't want anyone coming in here at night while we sleep. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. We have an 8-foot wall all around the yard, and it's about 10 or 12, 15 feet from the house. And then we have steel on every window. We have, bolts and locks at every door. But there's always a weak spot where they can get in. And I said to Norma, I said, you know what? If a pro wants to get in this house, it doesn't matter if we shut it down with steel wall, like a bank shuts their vault. They're going to get in. No, I'm not going to stop that. I'm being funny. What are you talking about? Stop that. If no matter how many locks and gates and chains or whatever you have around your windows and doors, if they want to get in, they're going to get in, and the police will too. The police will. They're professionals at getting through locks and bolts and steel gates or whatever you have on your windows and doors. They're going to get in. So I told her, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Len Whistle's here. Hello, Len. What's going on? Biggie's here. The most important thing is that we're killing it, Biggie. The message is, it doesn't move for a minute, and then I take my eye off it, and then all of a sudden it's moving. I'm talking, not naming names, but I'm talking about all of the live streamers that are picking on people. And then the people that get picked on are doing the same thing. I don't know if you heard the part where I'm talking about, I'm looking at an older video, but I didn't realize it was older until I made the comment. And then I realized, this is an old video, but they suggested it, so I watched it. And I guess Mike's Philippine retirement was fixed. I was talking about how he's going to bring a case of libel against people that are picking on him back west. And I'm like, what the heck are you? I said, if you're going to do that, that's crazy. First of all, it ain't going to work. It's just crazy thoughts. You gotta go on your videos or live streams and keep whacking them. That's what you gotta do. Do what you do. The more security you have can make you a higher target. And so, well, yeah, Beth, they think you got something to protect. I said, Norma, we're driving an old car. I used to have Lexus's G3, Infinity G3, a Lexus, freaking LS350. I loved a couple other cars. I loved my cars. I'm like, I got a cool car. But when you die, God's not going to ask you what kind of cool car you drove. He's going to ask you how many people you gave a ride to, how many people that you offered a ride to when they needed it. That's what's going to happen. So now, we there's a lot of lunatics. When I first was coming here on vacation, I didn't quite move in yet. I was watching Rike and Gio because I wasn't paying attention to their personalities. I was paying attention to what they were saying about being in the Visayas. I didn't really have a big interest in going to the Visayas. I didn't want to just live in a little place on the beach. I'm going to go to the beach every day. If you go to the beach every day and you're not as old as me, so yeah, that gets old. Especially the hot sun, that gets old. So, but if you have a hotel nearby or a condo, whatever, You can get out of the sun and get right into the cool air. That's not a bad thing, but we live right outside the big city, but it's busy here. But if I come out of the house, there's no one around except if they're walking by or driving by. There's a few people that live here nearby, but it's not a throughway, and it's not. There's really not, hundreds of cars going by. So we hear the roosters and the dogs barking. So not too far to get into the city when we want to do something and see people. We want to do something and see people, but we can also lose them when it's time to go home. Those are two more major lunatics. I didn't do because I wasn't doing the math on personalities. I was just like, okay, he's always got videos, so I'm going to watch some because I knew deep down I wanted to be here. So I thought, well, maybe there's something I can get out of this. And I thought, there's not a lot of people doing it. At least it wasn't being brought to my, how YouTube shows you what's available. I didn't have anybody in my mind to search for, so that's what I was getting in my feed, so I was watching them. And then I realized I'm making comments to get known, but I'm not I'm not really like criticizing these guys, but I'm making some comments on what they're talking about. Hon, I can't hear you, and I'm trying to talk. Yes, I am looking at the comments, but I'm in mid thought, and I can't say anything. Welcome everybody for coming in. I see Yads is here. Yeah, it's about here. So she's telling me stuff, and it's throwing me off. And she's trying to be helpful. Because of the way I am, that didn't jump right out at me until people started mentioning it, and then I thought, yeah, they're right. Because I'm not trying to find fault. I'm just trying to find what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what I'm looking for, and that was what it's like to be here. Yeah, this is not the bedroom, guys. This is the living room. Norma's out of bed now, but she doesn't. She's made it up the stairs once, but she doesn't want to walk back up. It's like the stairway to heaven. It's a lot of work for her. Her back's still not 100%. Hello, Yads. Let's see. So, the real king of the good guys is J-Mike, my opinion, of course. Yeah. So, we watch your streams too. They're not really, really long, but usually don't go over 7 to 10 minutes. But we watch them. We can't make comments, so you don't know we're watching. And then there are those people that they're not even logged in. They're just on, whatever it is. They don't have a login. They just watch YouTube. So they can't. What's the word on the? They can't engage at all, and it doesn't occur to them that they need to. When you see that number, no, when you're the host, you see a number that's eyeball number, how many viewers are watching concurrently now. The number goes up a couple, then it goes back down, then it goes back up. Those are the people that are coming and going. So in the end, we'll see what that number is. Don't expect a big number for live streams. We used to hit 1,000 on a few of them, but if I go in, I guess, vertical mode, you get more views right away, but they don't stay as long. It's real quick. They're in and out, so they're not really getting to know us. This is better, I guess. I've been told that. I got my Boracay t-shirt. Someone went to Boracay, like, oh, it's a t-shirt. We've been thinking of going there since the day I arrived, and we haven't made it over there yet because we go everywhere else. Luzon is a big-ass place. From Apari up the north on the South China Sea all the way down to Batangas, which can you see Mindoro? I'm not sure what islands you can see down there, but I don't think you can see Palawan. There's an island down there you can see though, but we're in the West Batangas, so it's a different island. But we've also been to Batangas City, and so between Apari and Batangas, we didn't make that drive, but that is a long way. And then there's a long way from west to east if you go up farther north too. So we've not been to the east coast here because there's a mountain in the way, and we've been to the top of the mountain, but we didn't keep going that way. There's no highway. It's just little roads up there. You'll never get back. You'll never make it. At my age, we get tired and we want to go home. And that was years ago. It's been like 2 years since I want to follow. Big E always has something good to say. The real king of the good guys. Well, there's a lot of cowards out there and a lot of hypocrites. And a lot of narcissists who think they're the ones that can tell me how to live my life. I don't want to. It never came to me. The question never came, let's get a place in Cebu. That was the talk before I decided to get married. That was the talk. Maybe we'll live in Cebu, but, it never came to that. Michael Sacamos, thank you for stopping in. My premiere, still doing premieres. I don't do premieres. I just release the video. Because I don't want to stick around and say hi to everybody. Because the videos, you can't have a long video. You won't get the engagement that you need unless if it's a world event that everyone on Earth needs to see, like the Antichrist. You're not going to get a lot of engagement. So you're just not. They're not going to watch 50% of a long video. Even your best friends, you need 51% to watch 51% of your video. 51% of the viewers to watch 50% of the video, or else you're dead. If you're doing a 45-minute video or an hour and 15-minute video or an hour and a half, 2 hours like a live stream, no one's going to be there. The only one that's going to be there for the 2 hours is your wife. And that's it. She's probably not even watching. She stopped in, but she's probably not watching. She gives me a view, and then that's not engagement. Well, there's a comment, a like, and a view. But we've been live for 28 minutes now, and I guarantee she's not been watching 28 minutes. So that's the problem with long videos. And this is now a long video. It's not even a video. It's over. Now, if I save it to my hard drive and clip it and put it out as a video, then it's a video, but then there's no views. Just take a giant. They don't have that. I love zip lines, but if it's too long, you'll start to be in agony. It's too long. I'm gonna let go. Oh, you're all chained up though. You're pinned in. I wish they had that. I would think about it. The World Cup, I have 0.0% interest in anything World Cup. 0. I'm very interested in the NFL, though. Gotta love those Raiders. Why is the Raiders always get a star player at all the key positions and they never win? Because blocking and tackling wins football games. I don't care what they say about, the running. New England has a running back and a wide receiver and a cornerback. The third, not the leading cornerback, the third cornerback with world-class speed. He's breaking away with that speed. Touchdown. Okay, so they lose 14-7. It's the same thing happening to the Raiders. Now, the Patriots turned it around, but they did it it's done with blocking and tackling and stuff like that. All the little things. People think, the coach isn't that important. It's all Tom Brady. No, it isn't. I can talk football until everyone shuts up. Because most of the people on YouTube, they have a football channel and they want to talk about sports or whatever their favorite team is. That's who's great and going to be great. And it doesn't work that way. And they've been watching for 10 years. You played a little high school football. You were a safety or whatever you were. I was the number 4 running back for freaking Boston College. Number 4. I had on my softball team the all-time record holder for rushing statistics on BU. He was on my softball team. Boston University. Good guy. Black guy, but he was a good guy. I liked him. We had 2 black guys from Boston University, both running backs. Good guys. We worked together in the hotel industry. We worked at Hyatt. The hotel was awesome. Thanks for hanging out, Len Whistler. Thank you so much. Norma's back. She's still here. She just wants to know that I'm joking around. Norma's killing it. Yeah, she kills it on a different website. They do live streams too, but it's not YouTube. It's something else. I don't know how that works. I don't have access. I think it's Filipino, but it sounds Chinese. I have no idea. Guys, connect with Norma. She's big on YouTube now. She's big, almost as big as me. If she concentrated, she would grow quicker because women grow quicker. If they're half smart and half good looking, they'll grow quicker. But I always tell her, you can't do a live stream. You can't go live. And then the title is, I don't want to pick on anybody. So I almost did, but I don't want, because I like them, but, they're not doing it right. You can't go live and say, Jay is live, and then sit there and wait for somebody to come in the chat and then stick a snack in my mouth. And then, okay, 2 minutes have gone by and I haven't said anything. That's dead. That's not, you're just going to get a couple of friends, that's all, and guys that want a girl. That's it. Turkey is called, yeah, but it's still pronounced Turkey. They just spell it different, that's all. In the Philippines, they pronounce everything differently. So that's what makes it hard for them to understand my English. I said, I need a glass of water. They didn't know what I was talking about. So I said, what dear? And they said, oh, okay. Until I learned to say it in Filipino. Kailangan ko ng tubig. And then they know what I'm talking about. Turkey. Turkey's a major company. They're a big player on the world stage. You just don't hear about them because you think, oh, Turkey, that means they're turkeys. They're just a bunch of turkeys. America's got in the mind of Americans, most Americans, not everybody, because some of you are smarter, you're here, but most Americans are artistic and they don't understand much. And the old word for autism is mental retardation. That's the old word. So, which is taken out of the chat. You can't even chat about it anymore. It's very difficult to put the word retard in your chat because they're playing games. The elites are playing games, and they're going to win until the end, and then they're going to lose. It's written. It's all written, and nobody realizes it. This is all written. Play them in what sport? Soccer? Kickball? Where every missed shot is a turnover? Did you realize that every missed shot on goal is a turnover? And if the goalie catches the shot, that's also a turnover. That's what makes it so low scoring. It's unbelievable. I can't watch soccer. My daughter had a boyfriend in high school, senior year. He was on the team, the soccer team. They made it to the state finals. They were runner-up in the state for a championship. I think they didn't win. I don't think they won. I have to look that up. 2006. That was a long time ago. Long time ago. But I said, who wants to watch soccer on TV? It's boring. And my daughter said, Dad, Evans on the team. They're in the fucking finals. And I went, this ain't high school soccer. We're watching Mexican Soccer League. We're at a pizza place. Right? It was Mexican. But they had good pizza. I must say, they did have good pizza. A Mexican restaurant with good pizza. I couldn't believe it. Is it kickball, soccer ball, football? Turkey with 2 accents over the I. I don't even know how to think about that. Doesn't matter. It's Turkey to me and you. I've been to Turkey many times. I love it there. Yeah, see? Americans think that they're the only free country or that they're more free than anyone else. It's the opposite. It's true. Since I've been here 5 years, I've learned that the opposite is true. You can't even say words in America without getting fired from your job and arrested or in trouble, or someone wants to kill you because you said a word. I said the N-word. Oh, for deep shit, please. Marty's here. Awesome. Marty takes the risks. He goes out on the deep end. I don't know how you do it, but it looks, to me, it looks successful. That's all I can say. Marty right there. Pretty soon it'll be the Marty with his, he's past 500,000 subscribers. I don't know how you do it. I guess that tells me that a lot of people, they want crazy stuff. That just tells you where the world's headed, Marty. They're all crazy. But you're giving it to them. The game was sold out. That was at Lumen Field in Seattle. The World Cup is here. I mean, there. It's not here. Is it soccer, kickball, soccer? I'm not even watching. I have no idea what sport they're playing. I know they're not playing the good football. Yeah, right. You know, the World Cup. You're not going to get tickets. You're not going to walk up and get tickets. It's not like a baseball game in Boston where you can just like hang around Van Ness Street and someone will say, I got tickets. I got tickets. The funny thing about the United States team, they're not all Americans. There's a lot of foreigners. The goalie's probably friggin' Mexican. I don't know for sure, but they don't. Oh, South American and Brazilian. There's like my daughter, my second daughter, my number 2 daughter, married a Brazilian guy who's been here since he's been in the U.S. since he was 6 years old, and now they're almost 30. He's like 29, 30. And so if he was the goalie, he would be Brazilian. Packed with people, they can't handle it. Tickets prices are a scam. You're gonna pay a year's disposable income to see a game that you're gonna forget about tomorrow, and then in 5 years you go, I was at a World Cup game. I can't remember any of the action. The final score was 1-0. We lost. It's unbelievable how people overpay in the West. People overpay for everything. Everything. It's unbelievable. If I told you how cheap eggs were here, we eat eggs every day, you would hate me. It's the big lie. Norma, how you doing? Marty wants to know.
I'm doing good.
She's good. She won't even get over here. Oh, she's dressed in her 90s. Come on. There's no skin showing. She's right there, guys. Come on.
Right.
Get your face in the picture. The camera's over there.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for praying. I'm getting better.
Getting better.
Yes,
See about the accent?
bitter,
I said
bitter.
the accent is funny. It's like getting better. I'm getting better. Is that bitter or better? Filipinos are not bitter. They'll kill you, but they're not bitter about it. Oh. They'll kill you. Filipinos will help you too. They'll help you until they realize you don't like them, and then they'll kill you. A guy thought he was smarter and better than Filipinos, and he's bad mouthing them to their faces because they weren't so tall. They took him for a bike ride. They tied him to a bike and dragged him. He didn't make it. And there was no murder charges either. They just dumped him off somewhere on a dirt road. Yeah, she's getting better, but she always says to me, I'm not 29 anymore. I can't do it. Bitch. Yeah, it's bitch. But they're not cursing. That's the thing with America. You're not free to say stuff in America. And you're not free to do just what you want. I'm free to go to, if you live in California, you're free to go to Seattle or wherever you live. But you're not free to just go there and do what you want. You're not. And if you get off on the wrong exit, you're not even free to be there. Every major city has a neighborhood where you're not welcome and they'll kill you at night. They might even kill you in the daytime. They'll just kill you. Here's the other thing you don't see on TV. On TV, when there's a difficult murder case, a top expert and then a cop to go with him, they end up solving it because of something freaky, something unexpected, and then they solve it. Half of all murders since the invention of the pen and paper remain unsolved. Half. Like and share the stream, everyone. If I don't have 7 likes by now, I'm going to call it a day. Let's check that. Where am I? If I don't have 7 likes, I'm going to call it a day. Oh, I got 9. 9 is a bad number. Wait a minute. Okay, I'll leave that. I'll leave it alone. 9 is a bad number because it's the highest number you can get without double digits. If you can't get 10 likes, remember when we used to do, give us 100 likes and we'll twerk. We'll do a twerk. And then nobody would want to twerk. 100 likes and no twerk. Everyone would just sit there like the retards that they are. The fucking mental retards that they are. They say godly men don't curse, but I'm not cursing godly men. I'm cursing people that don't think. If we get 100 thumbs up, we'll twerk. No, you'll twerk and we'll sit here and watch you. Only you can't see them. You're not seeing the viewers. I used to hate that. Oh, it's the only thing that I could say about Darren that was good. He would do the twerk. Yeah, Norma, every once in a while, Norma says beach. Well, we talk about beaches a lot here, and it sounds like bitch. But if you say bitch, she'll say, don't say that. What's the difference? There's so much you can't do in America. You're not free. I hate that because everyone's like, why not? It's a free country. No, it isn't. Go to South Central Los Angeles and tell them it's a free country and see if you get out alive. In any city, Baltimore, Boston, New York. Watch out in New York. There's a part of Boston where I can't get out alive. I've been there, invited by a couple of black people, and there's still trouble. I was back in the day, before the CD, there was a thing called mixtapes, the cassette, the long playing cassette, and I was a DJ, so I would mix together a string of songs nonstop. And I gave it to a guy, and he goes, "Come over to my house on Friday. We're having a party." When we get there, it's in the black neighborhood, but it's right on the line. But it's nighttime, so his wife says, Thank you for coming to Richie's birthday. I went, what are you talking about? He didn't tell me it was his birthday party. Yeah, he didn't want to bring you to bring any gifts. So I said, well, I gave him a gift anyway. It was the mixtape. So he puts the mixtape on. This is a long play. And on two sides, it's an hour and a half. But so for one side, it's 45 minutes, which is a long time. And he's playing it nice and loud. And there's a big fat guy down on the underneath level. They call it a basement in the U.S. And he's loving it. He's like, this music is so righteous. Right? And he goes, and then I went downstairs. And he goes, who's the fucking white guy? We got to kill that honky. And Richie, the host, says, who the fuck do you think he is? You think he just got lost at after midnight and asking for directions? What are you, stupid? He's invited. He's the guy that made that tape. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. It's so righteous. That was the stupidest thing I ever heard. I had a Sony cassette Walkman. I had all that stuff. I had the MP players, the cassette Walkmans. I had the 8-track players. I had the 4-track players. Record players. I had all kinds of record players. DJs have record players, also known as turntables. I wasn't a top name DJ back in Boston, but I remember one night I had a nightclub and the place was freaking packed. And it was not quite midnight. It might have been 11 o'clock, somewhere around 11. And then I'm in the back. Dance floor's in the back. You got to go all the way in. And then someone comes to my door and said, this is righteous happening, dude. You got it made. I don't know. Elon Musk is now a trillionaire. I bet you $20 that Elon Musk cannot put up $1 trillion in cash on the table. Do you know how many trucks it would take to hold $1 trillion? It's just a fake number on computer files. That's what $1 trillion is. They're just calculating that he has $1 trillion. He's worth $1 trillion. They don't know. They have no idea. And then all these Democrats making stupid, it shouldn't be $1 trillion. We should take that money and give it to everyone that needs stuff. I'm 69 years old. And when I was 19, I heard that. 50 years ago, I heard that. The rich should give all their money to the poor. Why? You're rich. Why don't you do that? We have severe mental retards running the United States, and more severe mental retards vote for them. Oh, I hate Trump supporters. They're retarded. No, you don't have that word in your vocabulary. You don't. Trump supporters have accomplishments, which you don't. If you hate Trump, if you're watching right now and you hate Trump, tell me your one accomplishment, and that would be the end of my argument. That will be the end of my argument because I'll be waiting a long time. You have no accomplishment. All Trump haters have no. I have an older sister that hates Trump. She'll always tell you she hates Trump. What's your accomplishment? You farted out 2 kids. One of them is politically opposed to you. I said that this was back in 2017. He was saying stuff, and I went, Michael, you don't have anything to corroborate what you're saying, but I believe you. I agree with you, but you don't have anything to go on to prove that. And now it's been proven because all the conspiracy theories were true. But they don't believe it. Show me proof and I'll believe it. The proof is out there. I can't just stick it up your ass. What is wrong with you? You're retarded. There are retards running television stations. They're actually on the take, and then they have to pretend that it's true or not true. So right now, deception is real. There'll be no truth in the end. Everything will just be deception. And if you're on that side, you'll be doomed. If you take the mark, you are doomed. I want to get rid of this cup, but that means I have to leave the show. It ain't hot anymore. It doesn't taste good cold, honey. I didn't know that. I thought when it gets cold, I'll drink it. If I could light up a cigar, I would. Then we could go live longer. I could carry the laptop out there, maybe. It's fully charged, right? Yeah, it would last a while. I could go out there, look at some palm trees, and then get peckered by houseflies. They're everywhere. The dog shit attracts them. There's more than one kind of fly here. There's more than one kind of housefly. There's tiny ones, there's mid-sized ones. There's the ones you see all the time in the U.S., and then there's the big black ones. They don't bother me, though. The big ones don't bother me. But if they fly real close, it kind of bothers me because I can hear them. They buzz in my ear, but they won't hit me. The little ones hit you. It's like always. And then there's the little biting flies. Luckily, there are not too many of those. Elon Musk is now a trillionaire. Do you see him like with a flashy car or, lots of bling or getting caught in a fine dining restaurant? It doesn't happen. He doesn't splurge with, show off his money. Poor people do that. Poor people show off their money or their ability to spend money, and they're poor. And then they say, well, I need to spend money to look rich. That's what people are doing on Facebook. He dresses normal and a normal haircut. That's what rich people do. He's rich because he's using his time and his brains to run companies that succeed. He didn't get rich by going to restaurants and wearing bling. If you look at me, right, I had one gold chain. I had two, but I only had one at a time. When my daughter flushed my first one, when she was 2, learning how to use the toilet, there goes my gold chain. So I got another one, a rope chain. And I gave it away. There's no earrings. I've never had a piercing or a tattoo. Oh, Jay, you gonna get a tattoo? No, I don't think so. Well, honesty is the best policy. He brought free speech back to Twitter where there was none. Couldn't say anything. See, there's no free speech in America because on Twitter that they proved it. You can't say anything. On YouTube, we couldn't say anything about the pandemic. It was all fake. The pandemic was never real. The pandemic was real, but the danger was never real. People die I was saying that back in 2020. People die, because I did research where I looked at the world population and the percentage of deaths each year, stuff like that. It never changed because the flu kills older people, predominantly older people, but sometimes a young person can die from it too. And that same thing was happening with COVID. It was all the same. The mumps and the measles can possibly kill you. Not likely, but there are deaths recorded to that. To a few of those are all viruses. So it's possible that a virus can kill anybody. But more likely, a lot of the people who died from COVID died beyond the average age of life expectancy. So it didn't bring the average age of life expectancy down either. Oh, millions and millions of people died from COVID. And it wasn't true. That was a lie. I don't think it was millions, maybe 1 million, but around the world, I haven't done any research since way back in 2021, but it's still the same percentage of deaths. It didn't change much. It caused a scare, and that was for the left to get power. It was like a test of how they're going to handle the next one. Oh, there's going to be another one. How do you know? You're fucking Bill Gates. You don't know shit. You know how to tell people to work in the company. That's what you know, right? You stole a little basic piece of information, and then you copyrighted it because it was free, and then you built Microsoft. That's what you did. You built a company because your parents, your father, friggin' raised you to do that. And now here he is, thinks he's a doctor. I'm saving the world. No, you're not. That's a distraction. It's deceit. He's one of the most deceitful people on earth. In 2021, I could not say this. No, Jay, don't say that. They're gonna take your channel down. It was all a conspiracy, and I still see it. Like, YouTube is part of the globalists, but they're letting me go live. They have created a platform for me to go live. Now they might they might shadow ban me and stop my reach. They already do that, because there's no reason to give anyone reach without paying Google to buy more reach, more ad reach. They call it ad reach. They put you in with ads, and then people click on your video and you get views. That's how that works. I don't know exactly how it works because I don't see all the doings. But it's true with any business. You have to have an advertising budget or you're dead in the water. And it's the same with YouTube. If you can't afford an advertising budget, you can't afford your channel. That's what it is. You'll get a few views if people are... You got to be consistent, though. And I haven't been consistent with live streams. But you'll get a few views from the people that know you. And then if they know people that you don't know, possibly somebody from that they know connected to can watch you. That's the idea. Wait. What are you saying here? Each dollar gain is SpaceX stock added. You mean in SpaceX stock? Added 4.7 billion to Elon's net worth. SpaceX charges big bucks to put satellites in space, and I don't know what they have to do with repairing problems that I don't know, because I'm not looking into it. That's why. So, but it costs a lot of money to launch. They launch satellites into space, among other things, but that's the big one, and that costs big bucks. You can't afford it. If everyone here right now collaborated to put something in space, we couldn't afford it. If everyone watching, joined in, we couldn't afford it. It's just all the money is going into the same places. The idea is for it to all go into one place, and then the end will come. It's all written. I have documents. I have documents that the one document doesn't explain it all, but it kind of shows you, what the fuck is this? If you look at this document, it shows you that the CIA is the same as the KGB. Not the same, but they're in the same boat. They're loosely linked. They're tied together by lines and arrows. There's connections. It's an organization chart. If you understand that, to make it work, they all have to be interconnected. Now, they don't all... It's not exactly like a corporation, but it's structured like one. It's unbelievable. And then I don't know because this was written in 1967, and it's like the United Nations is a part of it. The Rockefellers and the Bilderbergers and Rothschild, they're all in it. All the polling groups. If you're older, you'll know that the Roper poll, Harris poll, Gallup poll, the news networks always used to talk about that. They did this poll and they said this is true, and it's like it's all bullshit. And everyone would like that was written in gold to everybody, like written like the Bible, which is it's the opposite. It's the devil. The the Illuminati, the globalist elites came later. Then it wasn't somebody that came along. It's just the word that the term came later. I should pull that up. I should put it on screen so one can see it. I should have done that earlier. Where did I put it? It's here somewhere. Where is it? Who wants to see the Epstein list? All the people running their mouths, they're all on the Epstein list. All the people that hate Trump, they're all on the Epstein list. Where are my documents? There they are. Where is it? Sometimes I look so fast I scroll right by it. Where the hell is it? Huh? It's not there. It must be here. Don't tell me I lost it. Maybe it's in a different format. It's either in a different format or a different folder. What the hell? Oh, I lost it. Oh, there it is, right there. There it is. How do I do that? Oh no! Come on, straighten out. All right. We're almost there, guys. I had to go back to the. I'm not putting it. Oh, here it is. Top left. Rule the world. This was written in 1967. You just have to trust me on this. Now, in fine print, there's dates. You can't really see it. Let me see if I can enlarge that. So if you wait. Get rid of that. Okay. So the date on the Order of the Illuminati is 17 something. This has been going on forever. The House of Rothschild, 1740. League of Just Men, 1890, I think, or 1840. Great Britain is over here, and the United States is over here. Oops. The Order, he's here. The group is there. The Council of 13, the Grand Druid Council. If you people are oldie, you may have heard of oldies. The Cabildo, I've heard of that when I was a kid. The Hellfire Club, I've heard of that. Foundation of the International Committee for Sex Equality? What does that mean? Scully and Key Society, Scroll and Key Society, Council of 13. The Bilderbergers, Council of 500. That is, I think, is 1957. But it might be 1857. It's because it's handwritten in pencil, I think. Atlantic Council, Federal Reserve. It doesn't belong in authority to run anything. World Court. We're down in the middle here now. World Bank. United Nations. UNICEF. The IMF. I said United Nations, right? Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Hello. The GRU, the MI5, the World Peace Council, Socialist Party USA, KGB, CIA, the WHO, the Mafia, House of Rockefellers, Rand Corporation, Institute for Policy Studies, United World Federalists, and on and on. There's more. Anti-Defamation League. Whenever there's a stimulus package in Congress to give money to fix something, there's always earmarks, and all these groups get earmarked money, and it gets pushed through. And then there's millions and billions of dollars to all these fucking groups. That's why when they want someone dead, they pick up the phone, they tell somebody to get something done, they hang up, and then that person picks up the phone, tells somebody else to get something done, and then the third or fourth person calls the order, and then the order hangs up, and they call the Council on Foreign Relations, and then they call the fucking mafia or the CIA, depending on where the problem is. And then they suicide people. They unalive people. So that's it in a nutshell. That's it in a nutshell, guys. Yes, it's a family. They're still around, of course. As a matter of fact, I don't know which one it is, but he's old and he's still alive. I think he's in his 80s. I don't think he's 90, because he was a younger one a while back. Elon owns an infrastructure and tunnel construction. Yes, I know that. The Boring Company. Yeah, I knew that. So the Boring Company, yeah. Yep. He just can't stop being busy. He was an aide to the president for a while. Imagine, what's NHI? Oh, NHL. It's going to be NHL. Clive Davis. That name rings a bell. What did he do? Is he football? I don't remember who. Or television. Yeah, if you're 94, you've been inactive for a long time. What was his connection? Was it politics or NFL? I forget what he was. I don't want to start doing research here now. Oh, music. Music is it's fixed too. The hit makers are fixed. You only get to listen to the music they decide gets put out in front of you. There's millions of great songs, great music that you will never hear in your life. And if you watch Rick Beato, he's got a big YouTube channel. You'll know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of people that produce music, or they help people produce music, or they're connected to producers, and they record. And there's a lot of bands that record. And I like how that says he discovered Whitney Houston. No, he was in the way of the path that Whitney Houston followed. That's really a more accurate way of saying it. He was part of that fucking control freak shit that you had to get through. You had to get through him to get anywhere in a lot of the music avenues, and that's that was all part of the big CPR thing. That John Lennon once said CPR is bullshit, and he's dead now. There's a lot of people that are dead that we just suicide or accident or somebody killed him. He's in jail now. It's all bullshit. Whitney and John Lennon were murdered for not going along with that, with the CPR bullshit, which keeps them rich. It keeps a few people rich, and all the money is trickling up to the World Bank, central bank. State Street now, I guess, is the number one central bank. From what I know, I don't know much, but I know that State Street, Vanguard. When you see sports interviews after the game, the 5-10 minute talk, and you see those words behind them on the screen, Vanguard was always there, and State Street, it was always there. They make changes to it, but they're still major players. State Street owns all the money, and Vanguard owns Big Pharma, and then BlackRock, they own everything else. And they're all the big investors in the Fortune 500. They're the biggest. They're going to own everything, and then the end will come. Yeah, I think it's worse than that, though. I think they made that. I think the conglomerate made that happen. Give him some money, give him money and drugs, and put a bullet in him. That's what they did with all these people recently, with all the attempts on Trump. They fire a bullet, and then they get shot, and then they can't say anything because they're dead. It happened with the Kennedy's murderer also. The murderer got murdered right away, immediately. Oh, that way everything shuts up. They can't stop it. They don't stop. They won't stop. And you don't stop. Ever wonder why stupid music gets to number one, and then everyone's listening to it? Lola J, hey Jay, mega love, great day, everybody. My old friend, great Jay, right there. I knew her first. She introduced me to Normal, so I owe it all to you, Jay. Come on over. We haven't seen you in a while. Still making music and touring. Why? Why? Why tour? They're too old. They're in their 80s. You got all these rock stars who are in their 80s because they were made. They were. Back in the day when I was a kid, DJs decided what was going to get played. Now, the conglomerate tells the DJ what to play. That's it. He's just there to be a voice. He's not really the guy deciding what gets played. Those stations don't make it because they're pushed out. So it's all fixed now. Music is fixed. Like when you vote, you're voting for somebody that's already picked. You're not deciding who's going to get picked. Hey, my friend Brett's running for office. Vote for him. And then it catches on, and then all of a sudden it's, Forrest Gump, and then he gets elected. It doesn't work that way. If you saw the movie Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, he was a genuinely nice guy, but it was fixed. They decided he was going to go to Washington because they knew he wouldn't change anything. Ringo, 85, or Paul, 85. Yes. It's like, you're not really listening to them. You're listening to a recording, probably a live recording. There's some kind of sound mix where it sounds like they're singing and they're mouthing the words. And maybe they're singing, but you're not hearing that production of their voice because it wouldn't sound good. So even Whitney Houston did that. When she sang at the Super Bowl, she sang the Star Spangled Banner at the Super Bowl, that was recording mixed in so that it would sound good. So they're performing, but it's a performance. They're not singing live. In 1975, I saw the Rolling Stones, and it was already a production like that. It's like it was all stage and sound equipment. It's like Billy Preston was there. He used to play with the Beatles. I never knew that until I saw it live, and that was the Stones. It wasn't the Beatles. Jay's 52. Yeah, that's a perfect age. So let's see. You're at that age, Jay, where if there's anything you want to do it now, because you're not going to want to do it later. you're not going to want to, or you won't be able to. Look at Norma. No, we're praying for Norma. She was just came on here to say hello. She was walking around. She's over there now. It sounds like she's talking to somebody. Um, Probably on the phone. Filipinos are always on the phone talking to family. It's unbelievable. So, but we can't do everything. And the other thing is, we don't always have the money to do everything. Sometimes we have money and we do shit, but we don't always have money. I don't want to hear what 85-year-olds are recording. Or 80. Oh, maybe they recorded it when they were 81. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, he'll get around until he can't. That's why he's doing it. He wants to do it until he can't. Oh, but I like Ringo's song from 1973, Photograph. Probably his best song. Although he had a few good ones, but those were the days when you listened to what you wanted to listen to, not what they said you have to listen to. Now everyone's voice is auto-tuned, computerized, and auto-tuned. They all sound like robots. It's like stupid. And then they think it sounds good because it's better than what they would have sounded. It's auto-tune and it's terrible. It's they use it with they're recording with computers now, and everything's like mixed and fake. And they all have these funny, fuzzy, artificial voices, and it's terrible. I love it, and they all love it because they suck. The only reason that people would still listen to Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr is because all the new artists suck. The new music's like, now you can just buy AI, tell it to create a song, give it some words, and it'll create a song, and it'll suck. Because computers aren't creative. Do not be deceived, guys. The great deception is coming. It's already here. You're already getting hit with it. It's all been written. If you want to know, I'll tell you. It's all been written. Right, Jay? Come on down. What was I going to say to Jay? It's almost Lena's birthday. I keep thinking it's June. It's July, though. It's almost Lena's birthday. I haven't seen her in a while. It's been like a few months. Probably several months. Time flies when you don't see people. Where did the time go? Where did the time go? I always see these Westerners doing videos. They're always telling you how to do something. It's like, stop it. Don't tell me how to get a visa and stay. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. How's that song go? Hotel California. I don't want to hear it. Oh, I don't want to hear it. Guy's here for 6 months. Here are the steps to get your visa. Here's what people don't understand. A lot of guys, and it's probably hundreds of thousands, if not a million guys. If you're not ready for marriage, you're not ready for dating. Men think that's bullshit. No, I want to fuck around and I want to get young chicks and I want to ruin their lives. That's what they're doing. You want to get young chicks. First of all, you don't get chicks. You find the right person to marry, and then that's your life. And life gets good. Life is good when you marry the right person. Someone said to me, Jay, what's good today? And I said, oh, she's over there. My wife is good. I'll be back. If I'm still alive, you'll be back. I don't know who's listening. Give me a. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I'm gonna check that because we used to look for 100, but now we can't even get that. We can't even get 10. We get 10. 10 thumbs up. Yay! 10 thumbs up. We should have had at least 50. Maybe that'll be the title of my next live stream. Can we get 100 thumbs up and twerk? Who wants to watch 4 guys twerk when 3 of them don't twerk, never twerk? And then they're going to get 100 thumbs up and twerk. What the fuck is up with that? What I was saying is earlier is that there's millions of young rock bands, musicians that make recordings of awesome music, and then it gets put on a hard drive and stuck in a closet or a drawer, and no one ever listens to it. Never makes the radio. Never, no one. They don't cut an album. No one buys the album. Nothing. No one hears it, and it's all great music. You know, great lead riffs, great piano work, great drums, great voice, vocals. It was here. Oh, Robert Plant's the greatest singer who ever lived. Fuck you. What are you, crazy? Just because you enjoy Led Zeppelin doesn't make him the greatest singer in the world. It just doesn't. It's just something they did that certain people took a liking to. I used to love Led Zeppelin. I never thought he was the greatest singer. I thought, well, it works for them, so we can deal with it. There could have been worse singers, but it doesn't make you the greatest. Stop it with that. Those aren't even songs. Stairway to Heaven is not a love song. It's just a ditty. I don't even know what to call it. It's almost annoying. I didn't hear it for like a couple of years, and then I heard it and I went, that sounds pretty cool. But greatest singer of all time? Really? It's just guitar work. It's an arrangement. I don't know what to call it. Something that worked, I guess. It's a masterpiece. Yeah, but don't tell me he's the greatest singer of all time. That's ridiculous. There's no rock song that's the greatest. There was one, what was her name? I can almost hear the song. Nothing compares to you. That song's written by Prince, but it's sung by Sinead O'Connor. She's not the greatest singer in the world either. It's just a song that got a lot of airplay. It's always this British type music, although I think they're American. Sinead was British, but Prince was American. So who's to say? The Brits, they don't want to let go of anything that's British. The Brits are the best. He's the greatest singer. I thought John Lennon was the greatest singer. Keeps changing. It keeps changing because they're not sure. They're not sure of the right answer. That's why. They just don't know. What else? No super chats today. Thank you, guys. They got no money. They got no money. Well, I'm not going hungry, that's for sure. You hear these guys doing YouTube videos, Westerners. They're in the Philippines. It's like, I'm living a 5-star lifestyle. I'm living in near the beach. I'm living in, look at my beautiful condo. He's a liar. They don't know. They're not expert on anything. If they were, they wouldn't be here. I'm one of the lucky ones, though. I played my cards right. I only had one card to play. Only one card to play. Where is she? I hear noise. Are you over there? Where is she? She's probably right behind that curtain with her ear like this. Don't scrub, Jay. Ah! I think she walked upstairs. Honey, are you upstairs? That would only be her second time up there in like 8 months. It all started in November. I get pain. I gotta go to the doctor. 3 surgeries later, she's walking around again. Where'd you go? Are you up there? I hear clicking, but I don't know. I don't know for sure unless I go up there. I won't know. Anyway, that's what it's like. She's hiding. She didn't tell me. All right, so I'm running out of shit to say. Should I do more live streams? I don't know. It's just thought I would stick a live stream in there. I don't know why. But if you're living in the Philippines and you're doing videos talking about, not mentioning names, but just talking about somebody else that I can't say any names, but I'm going to talk about them. I hate that. Well, I can't say their names or I'll get in trouble. Depends on what you say or how you say it. Oh, it's funny when the Beatles were making hits and putting out hits, I wanted to hear it, but I don't want to hear 84 and 85-year-old Beatles music. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. How can you say a curse word and be funny about it? I'm imagining other people say it. Fuck that. I don't look for artists and say, what's he got new? I don't do that. I hear music on the radio that I did not request, and if I like it, I like it. That's it. It's not hard. Look for Beatles music. Oh, who is that old guy that played with Peter Gabriel? I want his new song. Give a crap. If it's any good, I'll hear it. But then again, there's a lot of good music that never gets heard. So what's up with that? It doesn't fit a narrative. It doesn't make money for the wrong people. The right people. The right people are not taking your money. What do I hear? I am hearing something like, it sounds like Norma's walking thing. Maybe the fan is just blowing the curtain and then there's a little metal thing hitting. I don't know. I don't know. People always doing videos. I know this and I know that. I know how to get a visa. I know how to get chicks. I know how to get girls that are still in school. That's killing me. Fucking guys that are soon to be 60, or if not already 60, 65, going after high school girls. Hi, honey. My sister is what? You have a sister? And I never knew that. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Hip replacement already? At the age of 56? Half sister. That's still your sister. If your half sister grew up with you, that's your sister. I got a half brother that grew up with me. He's my brother. He's not my only brother, but he's the only one I talk to. Because the other one is evil. Say, well, he's not murdering anybody. People always say that. Oh, you never murdered anybody. Yeah, but you're a lying thief. You still work. So what good did it do to be a lying thief if you still work at the age of 68? What's up with that? Oh, I can't stand my wife. Sound like Rodney Dangerfield, right? Oh, I can't stand the wife. So, Brett, you got a big family. I had 6. There were 6 of us. 7. I lost count. 6 that are remaining, but it was 7. And then my mother's from a family of 14. There's only like 3 or 4 of them left because they're old. My mother's the oldest now. She's 90. Is there anybody older? I think Jean died. Jean would have been older, but I think she died. I'm losing track. This friend is so big and so long gone. I lose track. What else? I'm thinking out loud and then like silent. So I'm slowing down. Don't want to talk about George and Ringo. Mama, where are you? Oh, she went outside. I heard something clicking like that, and I thought it was you walking upstairs, but it's the curtain. The fan's blowing the curtain, and it's making that sound. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just guessing. So, we'll go back to the NFL, and then we'll call it a day. The NFL. It's coming to a theater near you soon. So, what month is this? June? So, soon will be training camp. It seems like the season never ends. It's always, they just go one into the other. All these, there's always something going on in the NFL. That's what I like about it. Jay's hearing things. No, she's right over there. She wants to stay off the show. I don't know why. She's not in the mood. She's always live on her channel, but that's why. She loves her live stream on her channel. Oh, I'm hearing my wife. I'm hearing things she didn't say. That's how well trained I am. Next month. So it's funny that there's so many guys that do live streams and videos about their teams, and they think their team's made all the right moves and that they're going to have a great season. And high up on this list is the fucking Green Bay Packers. God love him. They gave him an award. The NFL actually gave him an award for Fan of the Year. I don't know how that happened, but he went from like 100,000 subscribers to 1 million subscribers, just like that. I mean, it took a while, but because I was watching, but it seems like overnight. But it probably took the better part of a year. But he always thinks the Green Bay Packers, 2 years ago, with their first round pick, they took a wide receiver. We're all set. We've got everything now. And then they trade their edge rusher. And then the wide receiver wasn't really that great. And then they trade their number one. They let him go. I don't think they traded him at all. I think they let him go to free agency. Their number one receiver, who they didn't think he was the best, but he got number one reps, I guess, last year because of whatever. Guys were held out or hurt. So now they're not really that good. I guess they will. I guess LaFleur's a decent coach. But everyone thinks, oh, your team's quarterback isn't that good. Ours is, so we're going all the way. That's what Cincinnati and Buffalo keep saying. Have you noticed that for like years now? Yeah, that's what they said last year. How many years does Stafford? Does everybody think that their quarterback is Tom Brady? Really? If you ever saw his lifestyle, you would say, no one's doing that. No one. They used to make fun of avocado ice cream until I got here. I tried avocado ice cream. It's fucking delicious. Have you ever had avocado ice cream? I thought that was a joke. Avocado ice cream, it's here. They have it here, and I tried it. And I thought, that's better than I thought. That tastes pretty good. I'm going to say something about the best team on paper. New England's been to 12 Super Bowls. That's the most. They never thought the Patriots had the best team on paper. Nobody. Not even in the year they were 18-0. No one ever thought the Patriots had the best team on paper. Ever. I think that in 2007 they thought the Colts were the team. And maybe one or two others. It's maybe Baltimore too. Because they ended up winning it. Baltimore won it, I think, in 2008, somewhere around there. So they were a good team. So Baltimore was always competitive. They get rid of their coach, and now everyone thinks they're going to win. How is that? How is that? They also fell off in talent a little bit through injury and attrition. But the people who root for the team think, well, I love our draft. Everybody loves their draft until they find out guys aren't doing it. Jalapeno ice cream, that's hot peppers, right? No, I don't want that. How old is Myles Garrett now? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to guarantee one thing about Myles Garrett. He's not going to set the record for sacks. It's not going to happen. And that never happens. After Mark Gastineau got the sack record, it was all downhill from there. He slipped. The Patriots let their sack leader go. I'm not sure why. I didn't look into it. Who's going to be there? They always do this. Somebody's the best team on paper, and New England was never the best team on paper. People thought Pittsburgh was better with their 2 titles. I don't think Roethlisberger had a down season. They always say who's better in their prime, this quarterback or that. He was always in his prime, in my opinion. Oh, so now they have Aaron Rodgers. I'm seeing his face about it. His name escaped me. Now they have Aaron Rodgers. Oh, we're all set. We're going to be competitive. And Mike McCarthy, a year removed. Is he 1 year or 2 years removed? Green Bay won 1 title, and it was early in Aaron Rodgers' career because they had a great team. When you look at the Super Bowls alone, these quarterbacks aren't the only ones that they basically stayed away from making mistakes that would lose the Super Bowl. Like if you look, like Brady's greatest Super Bowl, they lost. Yeah, 509 yards passing, and they didn't win. So yeah, the biggest attrition on a team is the fact that everyone's a year older and a year more beat up. Playoff teams that go deep into the playoffs are more beat up. It's one thing that happened to New England. The 3 defenses that they played at the end of the season wore them down. But you can never complain about that. You can't make those complaints, but it's true. It also happened in 2007 when they got to the Super Bowl. They were beat down enough so that they didn't have just that little extra push that they would have had. I don't see Seattle repeating either. I see that it's Kansas City and New England are the last 2 teams to repeat. And New England's the last team to lose the Super Bowl and get back to the Super Bowl. So it's very rare, but doesn't mean it won't happen. The teams that lose the Super Bowl are highly flawed. I watched a lot of games last year, but I don't remember what happened in the NFC playoffs. I mean, I know who didn't make it, but I forget all the details. I watched the games, but I just don't remember the details. I didn't watch every full game. A lot of times I watched the either the highlights or the short replay, which is more than the highlights. Oh, there's no more over there. She wants to stay out of the stream for whatever reason. She hates YouTube, I guess. I don't know. I don't like all those womanizers over there like JMI. Always hitting on the young chicks. Young chicks are a problem. They want to be your old lady. You can't have that. There's no such thing as free sex, guys. If you think that, you're a moron. You're what's I'm trying to put it. You're not sophisticated. Took me a minute to think of that word. Sophisticated. You're fucking lowly sophisticated. You got to put yourself in a slot. And it's better to be in the married slot than to be in the Playboy slot. Most Playboys are liars, kidding themselves. Oh, I got it all made. I got it made. I got a young chick. I'll never marry her. That way I can fuck her over. I can dump her when she's no longer beneficial to me, like when she stops putting out. That's disgusting. Scumbags. Scumbags do that. You don't give a shit about the girl you're having sex with. That bothers me. Like, it's none of my business, but you make it my business by going public with your shit. Make it my business. It upsets me. All right, let's look at the clock. I can't even. I got my bottom bar like drops out and get it on auto drop. 11:30. All right, time to go. I gotta make some coffee. You haven't had it. I usually drink coffee while I'm doing this, but I haven't had coffee. I gotta have some coffee. Who's gonna win? People do these way too early to pick, power rankings and all this stuff. It's like I always watch Rich Eisen and a couple others, but he's such a dingbat. He's a Jets fan, so he doesn't know what's going on because you're a Jets fan. But they're always under 35 years old. They're typically under 30. They watch closely. They watch the draft and the free agency closely, for 4 or 5 years. They start a channel, and then they think it's all about their team. Or they pretend that they know all the teams, but all the teams aren't making the moves. That the mistake they make is they think everyone has the same growth curve. All the draft picks are going to have the same growth curve. No one's going to be a great rookie, and no one's going to be a bust. It's just all this curve, and then they still think the Bills and Bengals are going to win a Super Bowl. I watch Pat McAfee. If I watch, I forgot his name. If I watch any of them, I'm watching Pat McAfee. He's the best, actually. He's had Belichick on the show, among others, and Aaron Rodgers, too. So I've been watching him for a couple of years. Not every episode. I can't watch it all. But he's got a good cast. Yeah, no, I see it a lot. I see Pat McAfee a lot. He's a good guy. He makes friends, not enemies. And if you don't like it, there's something wrong with you. He was actually a punter for I never knew that. I never knew who their punter was. Because he didn't, he wasn't here. He wasn't in front of me doing what he does. And they get Darius Butler. I think it's Darius Butler on the show. He was actually a Patriots rookie. I always thought, when did it happen to him? Because they let players go. And the Patriots were notorious for drafting people and letting them go. I like Shannon Sharp as a man, but I don't like his show. And Chad Johnson. I like them as guys, but the show, I don't care for the show. It's not good. They're missing something. They're both the same type of person, and they're missing something. Maybe they get along, but they each need somebody else to be with them. And just my first opinion is I've seen them, but I don't really watch it. It's not like YouTube's my TV. I get my movies from YouTube. Everything. I don't watch mainstream media in the U.S. I probably could get it, and it's probably here on my cable, but because there's a lot of stuff available here, but I don't care to watch it. It's fake news and make believe is American TV. Why would I want that? Everything, and I hear Americans because of Facebook in high school, they're fucking retarded. They think TV is everything, and then they're complaining about the price of it. Joe Johnson, I forgot about him. He's not really. It wasn't really great. It's hard to be great in basketball. You can be a fantastic player and not be great. Shit, I grew up with good players. There are a lot of good players because I grew up in Cambridge. 7-time All-Star. Jason Tatum's a 7-time All-Star. And so is Jaylen Brown. Oh, let me say, probably 9-time All-Stars. They only have one title. It's hard to get a title. Giannis only has one title. I want to see him play for Boston. Have you ever noticed there's only a handful of teams in each league, each sport, that keep winning? Not that they win every year, but they don't take long to get back to winning. And it's because the leagues want it that way. If you look at the Lakers and look at the players they've acquired over the years, since even before Magic Johnson, they always get the best available player. Not the best player, but the best available player. That's why Luka is on the Lakers. That's the only reason, because the league wants it that way. And then they said, shh, Dallas, we're going to return the favor. Next year, you'll get the number 1 pick. It's all fixed. In the year Jason Tatum was drafted, the word of mouth was that these two players are going first and second, and then Tatum will wait to be third. So Boston had the number 1 pick, and they traded it, I think, to Philly. I forget who they traded it to, Philly or LA. And then Philly and LA took their guys, and then Boston got Tatum. So it all worked out. But it's ridiculous. The Lakers are one of those teams. They just keep getting the best available player or two, because they want the title to go through LA. They don't even have to do that with Boston. Boston has brains. They have, and even after Auerbach died, they still made smart moves. But I don't know anymore because they sold. So, but they still have Brad. My mind's failing me today. I forgot his last name. I'm not going to remember it. Brad Stevens. He's a smart dude. He was a coach, and then he took himself out of coaching. And then they brought on a good coach. And then they fired him, and they promoted a better coach. So it's all work. They get it all working. All working. They had to get rid of, what's his name? Played for Atlanta Hawks. The basketball names are escaping me today, so, because I didn't want to talk about basketball. I don't like talking basketball. Larry Bird's the greatest player who ever played the game. They even to this day, they keep saying, hey, no, it's the black guys. It's like 7 black guys. Bird's maybe number 8. But all the guys that are 1, 2, and 3 on the list will tell you, Larry Bird's the greatest player I ever played against. Jabbar says it. Magic says it. Even Michael says it. Michael doesn't say that Larry's the greatest, but he's just said, Larry was a problem. And then people say, well, Jordan never beat Bird. It's not one guy against the other. It's team against team, but they didn't always go up against the Bulls in the playoffs. It was too late. The Bulls were the next generation, even though there was an overlap. On the night Jordan scored 63 in the playoffs, the playoff record, they lost the game. They didn't win. I don't think they won that game. Yeah, Brad Stevens. Yeah, I did spit his name out. All right. Well, it looks like we're not getting any more viewers, so I got to go, guys. It's been almost 2 hours. I did not expect that. I expected maybe almost an hour. So he's a smart one. Brad Stevens was a good one. He was a good coach and an even better director of operations. I don't know why they promoted him so quickly, but I guess it's because they knew that they had the right people in place. So gotta go. What button do I hit? I think it's the red right arrow here. It's not even. They keep changing things. Every time I come here, it's different. So long, guys. Thanks for watching.